Hi pals, welcome back to my channel. I mean, you clicked on the title, so you know what we're about to go into. If you want spoilers, I'm sure the comment section will give you that, but I don't want to turn off the comments because I'm so excited to read all your comments. This is a much anticipated video. You guys have been asking, and also I've been like anticipating making this video, wanting it to be perfect, and then my husband reminded me that it would be so anti Lisa and all things I stand for, specifically my book, 30 Life Crisis, which now I am just entered my 40 life crisis this past Tuesday. So he was like, it would be so sacrilege of you to do anything other than just tell the audience what the gender of the babe is. Before I do, I will give a little bit of backstory. Actually today is my 23rd week of pregnancy, which means I've entered in, according to the app, you know, all this stuff is like give and take, you know, days, weeks, whatever. Pregnancy and numbers is really confusing and I'm not good at math. So I just follow the app. So today I have entered into my 6th month of pregnancy, which is so wild. Like we have 17 weeks to go, which I don't know, many feelings, many of other conversations to have here on this channel about it. But we have known what the baby was going to be for a long time now. Because I am a geriatric, actually they don't call it geriatric anymore. They call it mature pregnancy or something like that. Since I think if you're over the age of 35, at least here in California, they run like special tests really early on. So I think by week 12 we knew gender of baby, and it's been so hard to hold it in, but I thought, oh, let's just like continue to like check on the ultrasounds and make sure that the baby is healthy and happy and I'm healthy and happy and like things are going well before we start to like, I guess even just revealing it makes it more real, and like there's still some like superstitions inside of me. Everyone has their own way of doing everything. Some people even wait. Like 2 of my best friends for their first kid didn't even want to know. They wanted it to be a surprise. So, you know, everyone has their own way of doing it. Jeff and I definitely wanted to know as soon as possible because we wanted to be able to kind of like wrap our heads around this, because I mean, you start to see it now in my belly, and I'll do a bump update again because I feel like even from the last one I did, it just continues to grow and grow and grow, which is a blessing. May I continue to grow. But so besides that, like, it is really like it's such a hard concept to really wrap your head around, at least the first time around. And so Jeff and I were like, let's find out so at least we can kind of like put a name, and we're working on names, like put a name and put like kind of an idea around this magical being that will be joining us in the world soon. So I thought today would be the appropriate day to reveal to you that we are having a baby girl. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to say we're having a baby girl. I'm so excited. First of all, you guys were so cute. It was so split down the middle when I asked you guys what you thought I was gonna have. Like some of you were so adamant about boys and some of you were so adamant about girls, and I really felt like a very much a 50-50 split. Deep down, I just wanted a healthy, happy baby. I mean, truly, that's where it's at. Jeff had like no preference at all, just wanted a healthy baby. But like deep down, I feel like I wanted a girl. I mean, I just wanted it. I have such a special relationship with my mom. She is like my best friend, and I think that relationship is one of the reasons why I really wanted to get pregnant and raise a child. And then obviously, since meeting my husband, I was like, oh, this is just something so magical and fun and wonderful and challenging that like we got to do together. And like I just can't wait to go on this journey with him. But anyways, so I was like, if only I can have a relationship similar to, and listen, you know, you can only hope, you can't press and push and project, but like the relationship I have with my mom is so very special, and so the thought of being able to continue that and for my mom to have this relationship with my baby was so exciting to me. But then I was like, I don't know, all signs at first were pointing to the fact that I was gonna have a boy. And one of my best friends who works in the OBGYN office, who like has kind of been our advocate and our shepherd through all this, she like had a feeling it was a boy. And like, I just started being like, oh my God, it's a boy, like it's gonna be a boy. So I started kind of like wrapping my head around what being a boy mom was gonna be like, and sort of not coming to terms, because again, healthy baby, happy mama, but like just sort of reimagining what life would be like if we had a son. And I was starting to get kind of excited about that. And so then we went and we got this, like, I think it's called the NIPT test, and that came at 12 weeks. It was a blood test. And then the doctor called, and she called to tell me that all like the test results were positive and good, or like positive as in they were negative, and baby was on track and healthy. And she's like, do you want me to tell you the gender? I was like, actually my husband is sleeping right now, could you just call back and leave it on the message machine, or on the voicemail message machine? I've just aged myself. And so then I climbed into bed with Jeff and we listened to it, and I like cried, laughed. Like I couldn't possibly believe that we were having a girl. I had so nixed it out of my mind, and I was like, we're definitely having a boy, like boy mom, here is where it's at. And so when we found out we were having a girl, we were both just like, oh my God, that is just the most fun news ever. And yeah, so now you guys all know we're having a little baby girl. Someone just gave me these yesterday as a gift, as part of a gift. I'm like, this is so ridiculous. Looks like a loofah. But yes, we are having a little baby girl, and it's so fun. And like the thought of Jeff being a girl dad is like so perfect. And now we have Corny and me and baby girl coming, and Jeff. So he has his hands full already with us in this house, and it's only gonna get more wild. Like I said, I mean, we were gonna be happy either way, but this is just like a fun little cherry on top of this process. We're so excited. So now we start picking through baby girl names. So if you have any suggestions for names that you really like, I'm pretty sure we landed on the one that we want, but you know, we still have a little bit more time. So if anything else comes into our purview, we certainly will consider it. And I will do one of those like names we considered, because we started thinking of all these guy names, boy names, because boys' names, in my opinion, are so much harder than girls' names. I feel like they're just not as abundant, and I don't know, we were just like really struggling to land on a good boy name. And so when we found out we were having a girl, one of the big things we were so relieved about is that we didn't have to come up with a name for a boy. But I will share the ones that we did come up with, and we've been kind of having fun going through that. I will now get to share with you some of I'm getting so many fun hand-me-downs, and a lot of them are gender neutral, which I actually prefer. You know, this is like probably not the aesthetic that our baby girl will be rocking, unless when she gets to the point where she can rock her own aesthetic. If she wants to wear these all day long, she can wear these all day long. This is just maybe a little bit out of my aesthetic in terms of looks, but I do want to share with you some of the hand-me-down clothes that we've got. So if you want to see some of that, it's super cute and super fun. And then start sharing some of the things that I have on our registry, and the wallpaper that we were considering. I don't think we're gonna end up re-wallpapering as we like sort of organize and figure out where everything's gonna go in our house. It seems like a silly investment to make at this point in time, but I will show you those samples which kind of kicked off all of this. I can't remember which video it was in, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna show you guys the samples I got. And then as I started to pull them up, they were all floral, like vintage floral, and nothing too like loofah-y, but like still, I think it would have been pretty obvious where the gender reveal was going with those. So yeah, this is my official gender reveal. All my friends were so sweet. They're like, should we get cupcakes? Should we get a balloon? Like trying to be like so supportive. And I was like, have you read my book? Like, have you read my book? There's a chapter on gender reveal parties in the book, and it is, I think it was like the first chapter I wrote, and it was like the chapter I used to pitch the book because it's just so iconic, and it totally like summarizes my feelings about like this chapter in my life, or rather like the 30s chapter of my life, and my strong feelings about all things baby showers and gender reveals. So if you haven't read it yet, you know, it's weird to push your own stuff, but I highly suggest it. It's really funny. I was actually talking to this girl in a meeting the other day who was like, oh my God, you're pregnant. That's so exciting. I was like, oh, do you have kids or whatever? I never assume people's ages. I had a feeling she was significantly younger than me. Turns out she was 28. She was like, oh yeah, no, I'm not even close, but like my friend is having, like the first friend in our group is having like the first baby of the group. And I was like, oh girl, I remember that well. That's like all my book is about. Like I remember that transition and what that felt like. And I remember the atrocity that was the first gender reveal party that I went to, which literally ended in a baby vomiting all over the gender reveal cake, and then me having a full-on panic attack and like running out of the house and running down the street. I'll leave it at that if you haven't read that story yet, but it's like very much deeply ingrained in my mind. Anyways, yeah, so this is the gender reveal. I just like texted my friends and told them as soon as we found out that it was baby girl coming along. And in terms of my baby shower, if you guys want me to talk about what I'm gonna do, I'm definitely not having a traditional shower. I also speak at length about my feelings about going to a shower. I won't be opening gifts. I won't be doing any of that traditional things. Not to say you can't do any of that, just not my speed. And what it did to my psyche when I was like in such a different place in my life was like pretty brutal. That's on me. That's not on anyone who had me attend their baby shower. I was very happy to support my friends. I was just in such a different mental space when I first started attending these events that I probably drank far too much, and I you know, probably made some bad decisions. Anyways, this is all to say, we are going to be doing, my girlfriends are just so lovely, and they're like going above and beyond to host a like non-traditional co-ed pool party, since we'll be having it in the summer. And I just wanted something super laid back where people can just come and feel like they're attending a summer party that happens to like have the through line of the fact that Jeff and I are having a baby girl. And you know, baby girl definitely deserves to be celebrated. I personally hate celebrations about myself, but I'm okay with celebrating baby girl. And I'm just so happy to finally be here, word vomiting and expressing to you guys just how excited I am and how grateful I am for all of your support. I mean, as I continue to open up and reveal like my true emotions and my true feelings, and express myself and really try to share this journey with you guys, the response just like keeps getting better and more supportive. And like, I don't know, I'm just really grateful for you guys out there. And I know a lot of you are actually on this journey with me. I see it in the comments. Some of you are a couple weeks ahead of me, some are behind, and some of you aren't even on this journey, but you're still just so supportive. And I just, there's not enough thanks in the world for me to give to you, but just know that like every time I upload and every time I read the comments, it just means the world to me. So now I can take a deep breath and not have to edit every time I say her or baby girl or whatever in a video, which I started to do, and I was like, okay, the time has come. This is too much on the editing and for me. I need to reveal what's happening. So now, not only that, but now we can actually like dive into some more fun specific content as we continue to kind of redo the house and figure things out, and also as the gifts and the registry stuff start pouring in. Like I mentioned before, I do have one thing already that I really want to share with you guys, which is the camera system that we will be using for the baby. I feel very adamant about using low EMF in our house for the baby. Maybe I'm a wackadoodle, but like limiting the amount of like rays from the phone, all that stuff, chemicals, all that stuff, in my opinion, the better. So I'm trying not to drive myself nuts about it, but I'm trying to also like do my research and just minimize the bad stuff to give baby girl the best and cleanest surroundings that I can. So there you have it. Were you guys right? Did you guess right? Thoughts, feelings, names, ideas, give it to me. I love you guys so very much. And thanks for going on this journey. Next week, I'm gonna do a folding video. And I already have the concept for the video, and I'm excited to have those conversations, and then I'll start diving in. Let me know if you want to see some of these baby girls' clothing and what else you want to see from me. All right, y'all, I love you very much, and I will see you next time. Yay! Okay, bye.